Hey guys, Bailin here from Ohmyhome. So it's no secret that Singapore is one of the hottest investment destinations in the world. It has a strong and stable economy and a real estate sector that has bounced back from the pandemic with astounding price growth. And obviously, we don't want you to miss out on this opportunity, so we've compiled a list of Singapore properties that you can consider as an investment. But first, let's talk about the properties you can and cannot buy. So what you can buy are private residential properties or condos. And in Singapore, these properties can either be freehold or leasehold. So freehold means that you own the property forever, and leasehold means you own it for a fixed period of time. It's typically 99 years, or it can go up to 999 years. Now, what you are not allowed to buy are landed properties. Well, technically, you can seek approval from the authorities if you really want to buy a landed property. However, we can't guarantee that you'll get it. So what are the properties you should keep an eye on? First, here's a freehold property in District 2. It's called Spottiswoode 18. It has an average purchase price of 1.6k per square foot and a rental yield of 2.28%. So you get good returns for a little over 2,000. So the average rental rates for units here range from 2.5 to 4.4k per month. Now let's look at a leasehold property. Now this 99-year lease project is City Loft in District 8. You can expect a 4.52% rental yield for a unit with an average price of 1.3k PSF. Here's a freehold property, the most popular among buyers for its permanent lease. This is Orchard Sophia, located in the heart of Singapore, and units for sale right now include a 2-bedroom deluxe and a 2-bedroom premium for around 1.2 million. So what are the costs involved when buying Singapore property? Number one, you'll have to pay the buyer stamp duty. This is a tax based on the purchase price or market value of the property, whichever is higher. Now, the BSD rate is progressive, starting from 1% on the first 180k and going up to 4% on the remaining amount. So for example, if you buy a 1 million property, the BSD you'll have to pay is 18.2k. For a 5 million property, it's upwards of 177k. And then there's the additional buyer stamp duty, which is 60% for any property purchase for foreigners. For Americans, because of the US-Singapore Free Trade Agreement, you are not treated as a foreigner, but as a Singaporean. That means you don't have to pay the 60% ABSD when you purchase your first property in Singapore. If this is your second property and it costs 1 million, the ABSD is 147k. Of course, there are also property taxes and condo maintenance fees. So for example, property tax is based on the annual value of the property, which is the estimated gross annual rent of the property if it were to be rented out. The tax rate is progressive, starting from 0% on the first 12k and going up to 30% on the amount above 140k. Then there are also condo maintenance fees, which can range from 200 to 480 per month, but could be higher for luxury developments and those in prime locations. You have some options for financing as well, and these are the rules and regulations you have to take note of. One, we have this thing called loan-to-value limits that allow you to borrow up to 75% of the property value or purchase price. Mortgage rates right now are also between 1.5 and 2.5% per annum. And that's it! The figures mentioned in this video might have changed when you watch this, so feel free to email us at hello@ohmyhome.com for the most current prices for any of the properties we shared. We can also give you more information on other options you can explore. Once again, for more about Ohmyhome and market insights, follow us on social media platforms at Ohmyhome SG.